Hello everybody, I hope everyone is doing well and welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Shop My Stash. I just have been feeling a little uninspired the last couple of days, so I think this is the perfect video to get me re-inspired and just go through my collection and see the products I haven't used in a while. So before I dive into my collection and pick out products, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It would mean so much to me, and let's get to it. Starting off with complexion, I immediately eyed this up. It's the Lila Bee Aglow Priming Oil. This stuff is extremely overpriced and it's very comparable to the Glossier Future Dew, which I do enjoy better. But I have this one and I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to try this out again. And it's been over a year since I tried it, I think. For my foundation, I do want to try out this NARS one once again. A lot of you were telling me to try to put it on with my hands, which is weird to me for a full coverage foundation, but I'll try it. For concealer, I'm going to use my Pretty Fresh concealer from ColourPop. And I'm also gonna use this. I can't help myself, the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. And for my powder, I want to try out this one again. I haven't used this one in a long time. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. That was a tongue twister for some reason today. For my highlighter, I definitely want to use this one again. I've been loving this one. And for my blush, I was thinking about using this one from Flower Beauty. It's the Blush Balm in the shade Cinnamon. And to bronze up, I think I might use my Fenty Beauty Into Sun because I'm almost done. Like, I've hit pan and I really want to use this up. As always, I'm just gonna keep the lips for last because I don't know what direction I'm going to go in, so I don't want to put myself in a box. And for my eyes, I definitely want to use the Mario palette again, the Master Mattes. I kind of woke up feeling like I wanted to do an all black smoky eye, so I wanted to see how this one performed for something very intense. I'm going to grab my Melt Cosmetics Black Pot Eyeliner. It does have a new name now, it's called Onyx, but this one came out with the Day of the Dead collection they came out with last year. So I'm gonna take this. For my eyeliner, this one's very recognizable, so I'm just gonna take it, and it works really well in my waterline. It's the Milk Makeup eyeliner. And then for my mascaras, I've only used this one once, so I wanna try it out again. And I'm gonna use the M Cosmetics one for my bottom lashes. Okay, I think that's it. So the first product I'm going to be using is this Lila Bee Aglow Priming Oil. I definitely forgot about this product in my collection, and I just wanted to give it another go. So I'm taking 1 pump of that, and I'm hoping with this kind of consistency, since it is very dewy, that it is going to make the foundation sit on my skin a little bit better than the last couple of times I used it. So far that foundation has not been my friend. I'm still trying to figure it out a little bit, so hopefully a product like this is going to help it, but I'm not really sure. I don't know. To amplify the glow even further, I'm going to take a few dots of my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I use the shade 3. So I'm just going to let that sit. I was kind of thinking, since I am going to be working with a lot of black pigment, it's probably the best idea to do my eyes before I do my foundation, just in case there is some fallout or anything like that. It's an easy cleanup and I don't have to worry about my foundation turning gray or anything like that. So I'm just going to quickly do my brows and prime my eyelids. For my brows, I'm using the M Cosmetics Brow Cream as always. I just basically brush it right through. Nothing special, nothing exciting to see. And for my eyes, I'm going to prime them with the Fenty Beauty Eye Primer. So I'll do that real quick and I'll be right back. So I'm first going to take my Melt Gel Pot Liner, and I'm going to be using this Anastasia A3 brush to apply this, and I'm going to use this as my base. This is a really good one to work with because it's very, very user-friendly. These blend out super easily and they don't dry down so quickly, so you have some playtime. So I basically just apply that to my mobile lid first, and then I'm going to take this little brush to start buffing the edges. There's glitter somewhere and it just ruined my life. How dare. Now I'm going to take a little tiny pencil brush and I'm going to apply that to the lower lash line. Okay, that's way too much. Now I'm just going to line my waterline. I know it looks really, really bad right now, but trust, the process. So I'm just going to line my waterline. This one is a good one for my waterline because with all my other pencils, it feels like it leaves this area right here, and I don't even have watery eyes. So this one stays put very, very well. So now I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be dipping into these two shades right here from the Mario palette, and I'm taking a smaller blending brush. This is a Smith 230, and I'm just going between the two shades. I'm going to add this as my crease color, and it's going to diffuse the edges of this look. Now I'm going to take a Smith 253, and I'm going to take the black from the palette, and I'm going to press it all over just so that we have a very opaque, even eyelid. And I'm just going to take those brown shades just to soften the lower lash line here. I'm going to have to redo this when I add concealer as well. So grungy, kind of, I love it. This is exactly what I was in the mood for today. So I'm just gonna quickly catch this eye up to speed real quick, and I will be right back. So here are the eyes. They turned out way more blown out than I was originally planning in my head, but love them nonetheless. So now I'm just gonna quickly apply my mascara. I'm going to be using the Dior Show Iconic Over Curl Mascara on the top lashes. This almost feels like it's already dried out. I feel like it's clumping near the base of my lash, and it's not making it to the tips. So it's just making some chonky lashes. As if you can see even. Wow, okay, these are really just chunky. I can't even, can you see that? I've only used this mascara once, and it already feels like it's expired. And now for my lower lashes, as if you can't even see them. Once again, I'm just gonna use my M Cosmetics Pick Me Up mascara. I'm really impressed so far with the Mario eyeshadows because I don't have any fallout whatsoever. I did take my sponge and like clean this part up, but there's nothing all over my face, which is really, really exciting. And I was super packing on that black pigment. I've been really impressed by that eyeshadow palette, to be honest. It's probably going to become one of my favorite neutral palettes. So now let's move on to the rest of the base. Oh my gosh, so intense. I need some balance. So I'm going to take some of my foundation here. I don't understand where this silver glitter is coming from. There's nothing anywhere, and it's all over everything. So far with this foundation, I really don't like the packaging because it's a very liquidy foundation, and it gets stored upside down, and it just leaks all over the cap, and it becomes really messy. And then like the first time I used it, it exploded on all of my products. So I don't super love it. It also gets very messy. I'm just gonna massage it in with my fingers, which feels really, really weird. I'm not a fan of using my fingers to apply base products. Like I get BB creams and like skin tints and stuff, but this just feels like I'm putting on a face mask. It's not my favorite. I don't know. I do enjoy using a brush for these types of things. I feel like I apply too much. Oh my god. It literally looks like a mask. I kind of regret choosing this one for today's look, but it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm just gonna take my sponge and try to save this. This foundation looks so bad, you guys. I'm gonna try to show you up close. I know a lot of people were like, it looks so good when you use your hands and stuff, but it's so not. Like, it looks like I have mega dry skin everywhere. Like, it's pure cakiness. Even with that oil primer underneath, it still looks this dry and horrendous. I think I'm going to wipe it off and then just apply my Milani Screen Queen, just because I know I love this one. At least I gave this one another shot and a different technique, but it looks even worse than I initially did when I applied it with my brush and then a sponge. Okay, one more time, because this has been a journey. This is the worst foundation I think I've ever tried, to be honest. It like picks up on all of my texture. It seriously makes my skin look 10 years older than it is. I will be quickly right back. I'm just gonna wipe it off, put this on real quick. I'm not gonna take you through that journey. Okay, things are starting to look up. I used the same two things under my foundation, the Lila B product as well as the Charlotte Tilbury one, and things are looking much better. So now I'm just going to use my concealer. I actually really like how the look is turning out now. I wasn't sure there for a moment, but now it's looking better. And I'm going to be using my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer in the shade Light 45W. And I'm gonna bring some in this area right here just because it is kind of dark and I want that area to be quite light. I'm gonna take my Rare Beauty concealer brush and really take it up in this area. And now I'm gonna continue with my sponge. Being very careful because I don't want to drag this black pigment into my concealer. I don't want gray under eyes. I'm really pinching my sponge so I get a nice angle. Now for my bronzer, I'm going to be taking my Fenty Beauty Into Sun, and look at this. Would you look at that? Are you guys proud of me? 'Cause I sure am. I'm going to take my Sephora Airbrush Precision Foundation Brush to bronze up my skin nicely. I will say with that Lila B primer, I kind of feel like my face feels a little bit more heavy than usual. I feel like it's just too intense of an oil. I feel like my base product is going to eventually break apart and kind of curdle and stuff, so I don't know. It's definitely no Glossier Future Dew, that's for sure. That stuff is amazing. This one, definitely not. And it's also priced at like $90 Canadian. I feel like Moira Rose when she wears her black smoky eyes. I'm now going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Superstar Glow highlighter. I love this highlighter so much. It has a really nice texture. It doesn't feel like her other ones that I've tried. This one just feels very velvety in the pan and very like almost balmy. It's really nice and it blends into the skin so beautifully. I'm such a fan. And this is my Moda Pro Glow brush, by the way. Oh, I just love that highlight. It almost looks like a cream on the skin. It's so beautiful. Such a fan. Now moving on to blush, I'm going to take my Melt Cosmetics 777 brush to apply my Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Cinnamon. I haven't used this one in a really long time, but look at this color. It's so cute. It's so fall. And I think it'll look really nice with this look. I don't know, it just reminds me of pumpkin spice for some reason. It does have a nice orange undertone to it, but it just is perfect. I love it. Goes really well with the crease color I chose for this look. Look at me go. I haven't used the blush bombs in way too long. I don't know why. I think I was too distracted with my Quo Beauty one that I've been using. But that is so nice. Where have I been? And now to finish this off, I'm just going to pick a lip. I don't know which one would suit this best. So I chose a little combo here. I'm going to first line my lips with the Strip Down lip liner from MAC. And then I'm going to take my Metropolitan lipstick from Nabla, which is one of my favorite nudes. And I'm just going to dab it onto my dry ass lips. It's winter, baby, that's for sure. You know what, I will say that I'm really happy that I decided to wipe off my skin and turn it around. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. And finally, I took my Nabla Shine Theory lip gloss in the shade District. I did forget two things actually. My inner corner highlight. I'm just gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury one. Oh yeah, that helps a lot. I was missing something. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this powder. I picked out the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder from Charlotte Tilbury just to kind of set my forehead. It's getting a little too shiny for my liking. Oh yeah, that fixes it perfectly. I'm also gonna take some right here. This is a really nice blurring powder that doesn't feel too tightening, and you don't need a lot of it to make it really effective. You just need like one little dab and it does wonders. I use the shade One Fair, by the way. But here is the final look all complete. I absolutely love how it turned out. I no longer feel like Moira Rose. I feel like it came together quite beautifully and I look quite mysterious. There's something about a good classic black smoky eye that just just hits different, you know? And I'm really happy I went with my gut today because I am really excited to take some photos now. So that is all for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and found it fun. Let me know what you would like to see next in the comments down below. I'll make sure to link all of these products I used today in the description down below as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.